Thanks everybody for being here tonight and welcome. We are going to move through a couple of things quickly because before we start our masterclass, some incredible specials were released just today. So we want to tell you a little bit about the specials and then we're going to get into the masterclass and specifically about why Gen Z loves Korean skincare. Let's look at our specials real quick. Number one, this is for Mother's Day, a beautiful gift. Give mom the gift of radiance with our Radiance Zone 100 special gift box. It comes beautifully packaged. This is our advanced cosmeceutical grade line. You're saving because it's a 340 USD value at 470 Canadian value, and you're going to get a free facial and body scrubber with this package. So that is special number one, and they are while supplies last. And I think those of us who have been around here for a while know the supplies don't last very long. So please, if you are at all interested, go out and grab these packages. The next special is the Give Her Glam bundle. Give Mom Glam for Mother's Day. I know I would love that. And my children happen to be on. So hint, hint, my friends, looking for the glam. It comes with the Glow Up Lip Oil. You're going to get one of our makeup butter lip tints in Velvet Matte. You're going to get one of our butter lip tints in Semi Matte. You're going to get our makeup cushion. If you have not used the Luminous Glow Cushion, oh my goodness, my daughter's on. She and I are huge fans of the makeup. I'm not wearing any face makeup right now. If you had told me that at my age, born in the 1960s, I would ever go on a Zoom without makeup, I would have told you that you were insane. But that's another story, and we're going to get to the skincare in just a minute. You get the makeup set and stay spray. Now, I have a little secret for you. That set and stay spray, yes, it absolutely holds your makeup in place. It makes it stay all day. It is also all of our amazing skincare in a spray that you can take with you and you can use all day. It's not going to disrupt your makeup, but it's going to be adding additional nutrients and skincare to your face all day long. And then it comes with a free Riman clip-on ring light. So when you are taking your before and after pictures, you're going to have good lighting. And then we have the Essentials bundle. Now, this features the moisture cleansing oil and the snow enzyme. So you're getting our classic double cleanse, as well as the booster serum and the cream, all of our skincare nutrients. And of these cute little socks, look, they say made different, and it has our special patented herb right on the socks and two new products. So you are getting a hand wash and a hand cream. So this is the soft touch hand wash. It's going to be foamy. It's going to have, great cleansing. And of course, it is infused with our skincare. And then the hand lotion, also all of our skincare ingredients. And it has a yuzu scent. The yuzu is a citrus fruit from what I understand, it's a citrus scent, but it's with a floral undertone. And that is a natural smell of the yuzu. So very excited to try this. Grab these. Now, I will say this bundle is probably going to go the quickest because it has the new products on it. So don't get left behind. Take advantage. Get your hands on this skincare. And it's funny, I was going to pull this up later, but since we're here, I'm going to show it now. This is my beautiful daughter, Hayden. This was Hayden's skin prior to starting Riman. Now, Hayden, you are a lovely Gen Z young woman. I know you are representing this brand. Hayden goes to a tiny, tiny little college. So Hayden, tell us, I guess, about your skin and what happened. And then maybe tell us a little bit about the representatives of Riman at your college. Can you unmute and take it away, my friend?
Yes, of course. Hello, everyone. My name is Hayden Barsamian, and I go to school for musical theater dance. And it's a very tiny school. It's about 60, well, about 80 kids now, I want to say, in total at this whole college. And we have about three representation represent
Representatives,
representatives
representative, easy
of
for you to say.
Riman. I know, wow, a long day. Of Riman at that school, which is really small, and we have about two more coming along the way. We're getting the word out very quickly, but yeah, let me talk a little bit about my skin. So I dealt with horrible acne about 2 years ago. It was really, really bad, and I was looking for something to just fix it. It was horrible at one point. That was my skin before I started using Riman, and I just tried Riman. I was like, why not? And I will say my skin broke out more. For the next 4 days, I had like a big purge. All of it came up. I was mad at my mom for making me try it. And then it all went away. And now my skin is like perfectly clear. It's just from 0 to 10, really.
And
Oh,
it
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
hasn't really it
Can
hasn't really
we?
gone back, right?
Yeah, no, it has not gone back at all. Here is my thing.
Clear. It
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
clear.
So it
But
just
boy,
cleared.
were you mad at me, girl?
Yes.
You were, because listen, y'all, you need to know before it gets better, it may get worse. And that is totally normal. And what's happening is your skin cells are turning over, they're renewing faster, and they're pushing out kind of everything that's in there. I feel like you got rid of it all and then it went away
Yeah.
for good.
Yeah, it just came all out and then it just
Yeah.
left for good. You're right.
So tell us about what happens. I know, especially it's funny, the guys at your school, they always have something to say about your skin. Tell us a little bit about the compliments that you receive.
Yeah, yeah, we have a lot of like gay boys at the school, the musical theater school, so they are very good with their skincare, I'd say. It's a good compliment to get from them, but they're stopping me like all the time now and they're like, "Do you see an esthetician? Your skin, it's amazing." And I'm like, "No, I don't, I'm just using Riman." And I show them about Riman and they're interested now, and that's just how easy it is to get the word out about this business, really, because everybody has skin.
Yeah, and you just wear it and walk around, right? Tell
Yeah.
everyone what happened to us in Times Square.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we were in Times Square the other day. We were at an Italian bakery, and usually the Italians, they're not just throwing around those compliments, right? And this guy said to you specifically, my mom, he was like, "You are just glowing, ma'am." He just said that out of the kindness of his heart. He was like, "Wow, just like so glowy." And she had told him about the skincare, and yeah, so
Yeah. And
great
then
to
he
get.
turned to you too, and he was like, "Oh, you two are together
That's
because
true.
of your skin, you
That's true.
know?" And
Yeah,
I didn't notice him talking to any other customers at
yeah.
all.
No,
But
not
he
very
just
friendly.
really, yeah, he
Yeah.
not super friendly, but he zeroed right in on the skin. So we always say here at Remon that we are in the business of getting you compliments. That is what we do. And so Hayden Cooper and I have worked several vendor event booths. We actually have one in 2 days, a big wellness fair that we're doing. So you guys, and Coop, I'm going to ask you to unmute too. Cooper is
You-
representing Riman at his college. Hi, Coop.
What's up?
Thanks for being
Hey
here.
everyone.
So we did a vendor event initially, and do you all remember who came up to the booth for the most part at our very first, so 2 years ago at our first vendor event, who cared about Korean skincare?
It was all the younger people at first, definitely Gen Z,
Yeah.
um, millennials as well. I mean, I can't obviously tell right away, but they're definitely younger because they've heard about it before. So they see it and they just come up to us and say, "Oh, hey, I've heard about this." Because Korean skincare and Korean culture is huge right now. K-pop demon hunters, all that stuff is going crazy. So our generation's definitely heard about it a lot.
And then we did one recently. We were at a bridal expo, it's not like last month, and the age range had changed a little bit, wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
We
for sure. I mean,
more my age folks.
Mhm.
yeah.
The
We're
word is
coming up.
getting out.
Yes. Yes, the word is getting out for sure. So people are asking what you both use because they have a lot of, as everybody in that age range these days seem to be struggling with skin, with acne. We legally, like, we can't really say that we treat, cure, prevent any diseases. So really what we can talk about is our personal experience. So Cooper, tell everybody a little bit about your skin before Remon.
Yeah. So before Riman, I've never used skincare in my life. I always thought, because I'm a guy, that's kind of weird who does that. Um, so I was always a bar of soap and cold water, and I was good. My skin was nowhere near as bad as my sister's. But Hayden and my mom started using Korean skincare, Riman specifically, and they kept pushing me like, you have to try this, you have to try this. So I finally did it, and I'm so glad that I did because my skin has never been the same. I used to break out all the time, especially along the jawline, which is not fun and it's embarrassing. You know, anyone who's ever had acne, you know, they go out in public, you just think everyone's staring at you, staring at your face. It's not fun. So grateful that I was introduced to Riman. I want to add, I know this is far ahead in the story, but I something I've noticed is that I just got back from Italy and I ate, I mean, everything. Everything I could get my hands on, I ate it. Gluten, dairy, candy. And then I came home and I carried it with me and I made an entire focaccia bread. And I ate that entire focaccia bread. Normally, before Korean skincare, this would have wrecked me. It would have wrecked my gut. It would have wrecked my skin. But because I'm using these products, I mean, I would have broken out like crazy, but not anymore. So I'm so grateful. Obviously, I'm not going to do that all the time, but I'm so grateful that I have a buffer with
Yeah.
my diet a little.
Yeah, that's a really good point. You don't have to be like as on point with your diet because, for a lot of people, food does impact the health of their skin, and you are certainly one of them. So thank you for sharing that. Cooper and I wanted to go through the skincare set with you. We have both cleansed already. So I used the oil cleanser, and Coop, I know you did as well. Everybody uses the oil cleanser. Now, the thing about this is when Hayden had acne and she was, oh, nice with the bow there, kiddo. When you pull it up,
Thanks.
you're welcome. Thank you for putting it on. I dropped that off with him. He's like, I don't think so, but he's always a good sport about it. Hayden did the oil cleanser when she had acne, and she was really mad about that. She's like, Mom, I can't put oil on my skin because my skin is already oily and it's breaking out. And Coop, I think you felt the same way about the oil initially. What we learned is oil binds to the dirt, the sebum, bacteria, toxins, and pollutants, as well as makeup and sunscreen. So, this is really getting everything off your face. And if you have oily skin or acne prone skin, this is the secret sauce. Now, another thing to note for those of us who might not be in Gen Z and maybe we're dealing with some age spots or sunspots or hyperpigmentation, this oil is so filled with antioxidants. If you have any hyperpigmentation that you are working on, for me, it's right here. You take this and rub it extra in that spot and really spend your time with it. I also go for, right, the marionette lines, the 11 lines, and really get in there with that oil. And then when you rinse it off with water, it turns into a soap on your face. So oil cleanse, then you're going to come in with your water-based cleanser. Now, my favorite is the snow enzyme. You put this on and you can let it dissolve off. It melts away on your skin and you feel it crackling and snapping and popping. That's the enzymatic activity removing your dead skin cells. Now, Hayden and Cooper disagree on the cleansers. So, Cooper, what's your favorite cleanser?
I like the balancing one
Yep.
because the Calming Balance Gel is already my favorite product. So the fact that it's now basically a cleanser, I love it. It's just more cooling. I don't love the tingle feel of the other
Mm-hmm.
one. So this is a little more soothing to me.
I love it. And Hayden, I don't know if you're back. If
Yes,
you
I'm
are,
back.
hello, welcome back. We missed
Hello.
you. What is your favorite cleanser?
The active powder cleanser,
Why?
cleansing powder wash, because like I said before, I deal with the texture kind of, and I feel like this one is a literal powder that you just rub on your skin while it's damp and it just exfoliates it. I love it. I think it's the best one.
And you use that constantly as
Yes,
your
I use
only
it.
cleanser.
Yeah, I would say I love the active cleanser. I use it at least twice a day, honestly.
And luckily, we have different cleansers, so you can, switch them around. But I just think it's so funny that we all have different cleansers. Now, with Cooper's cleanser, the gel cleanser, that is a brand new product. And I'm just going to talk through how to use it for all of you who haven't tried it yet. You are going to get your face wet first. So with this one, you don't get your face wet first. With the powder, you do get your face wet first. And with Cooper's, you want to get your face wet and then show them how much of that cleanser you use. Look
Maybe a
at
little
that.
bit like a pea-sized kind of,
Yeah.
not a lot.
Tiny, tiny amount. And that little amount is going to just get your whole face beautifully clean. Now, the thing about that too is that bottle is huge. I don't know if I have one here, but Coop, show the bottle. Like, look at that bottle, and you're using literal specks of it. Can you imagine how long that cleanser is going to last you? These are wonderful values. So then we do our double cleanse, and then you're going to come in with your two-phase oil mist and your calming balance gel. Now, Cooper mentioned this gel, and I think that this gel has been misnamed. Now, I know it calms your skin. It's great for rosacea, eczema, acne. If I had a bug bite or if I had a burn, this is what I would go to immediately. But what I don't think we talk about enough in this product, there are 8 molecular weights of hyaluronic acid in this. That's not real acid. It is something that our skin has naturally when we are babies, lots and lots of. So if you look at a baby and they have the big cheeks, the big squishy cheeks, that's just filled with hyaluronic acid. As we age, we lose that. So this is an anti-aging powerhouse in addition to being an anti-inflammatory powerhouse. Now, one more thing about hyaluronic acid. It pulls moisture. So you want to use this with moisture. You don't want to put this on dry or without something else. So people either use this with the two-phase oil mist or they do it with the booster or they do both like me. So I'm going to show you. So I shake it up. Coop, do you want to do it too? We can show everybody because I want to show everybody like I don't really have the glow right now, but hoping that we can get some glow to emerge as I do this. So spray the oil and then you're just gonna, I always inhale and then I exhale as I spray. So just a light mist. It is beautiful. It smells like a high-end med spa when you use this. It is absolutely gorgeous. So that is the two-phase oil mist. And then we're going to follow that up with the calming gel, which is also the hyaluronic acid. Now, this is how I'm just going to show you how I do it. You can do it whatever way works best for you. So I do a drop on each, I don't know if y'all can see this, each of my 3 fingers like that. And then I go immediately to my under eyes because, and then right to my 11s. And then I do a swoop over one eye and I do a swoop over the other eye. And then I work the rest in right down to the droopy jowly area, get the neck. And that is the calming balance gel. So that is step 1 and 2. Do you see how quickly that went? Now you let it dry if you have time. If you don't have time, you just simply move on to the next step. But at least a couple times a week, I like to do the full set, letting it dry in between so you can really get the true benefits. Now, we did a training this week for the team, and I mentioned that we are all using the booster wrong. So there is a team member who is from South Korea. And whenever we go to conventions, we meet the South Korean team. Now, I'm in my late 50s. I was born in the 1960s. A lot of these folks are much older than me, 60s, 70s, some of them, and they look like they're 40, and they use the products the way I'm about to show you. Now, you don't have to do it like this all the time, but if you want some incredible results, this is what they do. So they take the booster, and I'm actually gonna pull my shirt down because I don't want to ruin my Riman sweatshirt. And I start right here. 8 sprays right across my neck. How many of you are doing 8 sprays on your whole face and hoping to get the incredible results, right? So you really want to get in there with the booster. And then I'm going to go across this section of my face. And then I'm going to try not to spray my eyes in front of all of you because it will not go well. All right. So you see how much and see how soaked my face is right now? That is how you do booster. And this booster is all the hydration. I had one of my reps talk to me this week, and she's like, people are running out of the serum way before the booster. I'm like, if you are running out of the serum before the booster, you are doing it wrong. So you really do want to apply that much. Let it soak in. You don't want to touch it. Please, please. Another one of our team members contacted me this week, and she said, "Why is my face all white?" And I'm thinking, why would her face be all white? You know what it was? She applied booster, and then she was rubbing it in. And when you rub it in, it's all the little nanos, liposomals that are supposed to be absorbing into your skin, breaking up on your face. So you got to just let it soak. All
I
right.
will. Can I just add? I
Cooper,
do rub
add,
it in
please.
personally when I do the skincare. I always rub it in. That's just my preference. I'm also younger, so I guess I don't need it
Yeah.
that much. But if you're in a rush, definitely I love to rub it in always.
Yeah, yeah. Just get it done and get out the door, right? Absolutely. No, and it just depends how much time you have. Like sometimes on a Saturday, if I'm not going anywhere, I will do what's called a double boo. So I do booster, serum, booster, and then I wait, and then like maybe in 40 minutes later, I'll do another booster, serum, booster. And again, the difference between this skincare and American skincare is American skincare just sits on the surface. It doesn't penetrate in and make changes. This gets into the cellular level. Sometimes your skin feels tight when you first start using this. I think Hayden, I remember you saying, like, why is it so tight? It's because your skin cells are getting hydrated and they are expanding. You might feel them pushing a little bit against your skin. Crazy, right? All right, so next up, you're going to do the serum. Now, the way it works, you have it closed, right? And you when you open it, the top pops up and it fills the dropper. And I just go right along, down here. And then I come back in for a little more because I've got this, I'm older, so I'm working on this. So you get it in there. Now you can rub the serum, but you don't want to rub it like crazy. You just basically want to move it around to coat. Okay? So you're coating with the serum. And again, I go right up under my eyes, right over. Prior to Riman, I was researching an eyelid lift. Kids, block your ears. Prior to Riman, I was researching an eyelid lift. And now I'm not doing that research anymore, that's for sure. All right, I am going to go back. Christina uses a 1.5 dropper full of the serum. You really, yes, Hayden's nodding. Is that what you do? Yes. Do you want to unmute or you?
Yes, I just pack it on, especially
Yeah,
at night too. When you're just sleeping after that, I really pack it on.
yeah.
So I agree.
Yep, yep. No, totally. Anybody else? Can we pat it? Yes, you can absolutely pat it. You can pat it. Yes, I use the whole dropper and sometimes I come back with a little bit more. And you can absolutely pat it in, but you don't want to rub it in. I'm going to give you a tip about patting. Are you ready? Let me take off my Aura ring. Are you ready? If you're going to pat, a great way to get the back of your hands hydrated and youthful and moisturized is pat it like this. I know it looks a little silly, but you are getting some nutrients on the back of your hands as well. So prevent aging there. Okay. So that is the booster serum. Then we come back in with the booster again. So this is just pushing everything deeper and deeper because this penetrates into beyond the barrier, into the dermis, into the deeper layers of the skin. So really, we're just trying to keep push everything in, if that makes sense. All right. So booster again. Again, that's how much Jen Barsamian uses every single night. And then we're going to try and let it dry a little bit, and we're going to follow up with the cream. Now, I want to tell you a few things about the ingredients of the products, and don't feel like you have to know all of this. Just know that it works really well and that the ingredients are clean. But there are a couple of things that are very unique to this product line. Now, the reason Gen Z loves this stuff is they like things that work, but they also like things. Cooper, tell everybody about your holistic lifestyle and your clean living.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan and advocate for clean products, and South Korea specifically does not use, I think it's 1,000. They ban 1,000 different toxins or chemicals in their personal care products. I believe Riman goes even further and takes it to 3,000. So I know that this is safer than anything I'm going to get in the US.
Absolutely. And your skin is an organ and it is absorbing what you put on it. I was talking to someone today and I said, but simply by switching to the Riman skincare system, if you were using American skincare that you buy off a store shelf, like a Clinique or a L'Oreal or I can't even remember brand names anymore. It's been that long since I've used traditional products, but you are avoiding about 200 toxic ingredients if you simply switch to the clean Rimmon line. Okay. So it's really important to know that what you put on your skin is going into your body. Okay. This cream, I'm going to touch on a few ingredients that we love. Peptides that tell your skin, it gives your skin signals. Peptides give your skin signals for what to do. So make more collagen, act younger, make more elastin, be more hydrated. That's what peptides do. NMN. NMN is the precursor to NAD. It tells your skin cells to act more youthful. Now, Gwyneth Paltrow has an NAD cream out right now that she's charging a fortune for. Okay. Ours is $66 for this big cream. Hers is 114, I believe. And she's talking about her NMN, which is the NAD, which doesn't absorb into your skin at all. So you're basically paying Gwyneth a lot of money for skincare that's not going to do anything to your face. So please know you can get it much less expensive and you can get it with so many other additional ingredients like exosomes and carnosine. Look them up. There is a lot going on in this one product. In fact, all the buzzwords in skincare right now are in this product. So look how thick I am going with this. Now, again, well, not even again, I didn't tell you all. So I'm going to tell you now. This is what I do at bedtime. In the morning, I don't go this heavy or thick with the cream because I'm going to be putting makeup on over this. And even though our makeup does apply beautifully over the Rimmon skincare, I just don't like to have too much going on my face during the day. So at night, I come in with a thick, heavy amount of the cream. They call this a mega dab. I don't know if anyone's heard of mega dab, tell us in the chat, but that's where you apply a really thick amount of the cream. And we have questions. Sharon has seen some of Cooper's videos. Oh, yay. Thanks, Sharon, Cooper, drop your holistic web, what's it called? Your holistic Instagram. Have Cooper and Hayden been using the entire ICD line from the beginning to deal with acne? Yes, Cindy, that's such a good question. Yes. So that's what they use for acne, the ICD line. And that is the recommendation for anyone dealing with acne, especially the oil cleanser. It is good for all skin types. And that's a great question because a lot of times people with oily skin are worried about using oil or heavier products, this repairs your skin at the cellular level. So if you're oily, you will no longer be oily. If you were dry, you won't be dry. If you were aging, it's going to reverse the age. If you had acne, it's going to help with the acne. So ask the person who invited you here tonight to take a look at some of their before and after pictures that they can share with you. They are absolutely remarkable. And yet, so you can see the face starts to glow, you start to see that emerge. Um, I think someone said, is that the night cream? Trudy, that's such a good question. And I didn't clarify that. So thank you for asking. You use this set day and night. It's the same set. So in Korea, they don't differentiate between a toner, a serum, an eye cream, a night cream. They believe that that is all American marketing to sell you more products. So everything is a serum, everything's a night cream, everything's an eye cream, everything is your toner, right? It's just the routine is the routine, the ritual is the ritual, and it's very different in South Korea than here in the US. That's such a good question. Yes, Hayden and Cooper, can you put your, oh, Coop is Life by Coop, and he talks about the skincare. He talks about clean ingredients. He talks about avoiding toxins. And then Hayden, you do more on the skincare, more about the business side of things. If y'all can go follow Hayden, that would be amazing because she is an actor. She's a professional actor, and they always look to see how many followers you have before they cast you. So that would be incredible if any of you want to follow along on her journey. We love you guys. Thank you. All right, let's see. Some of us use the rat at night. Diane, that is a really good point. I totally spaced and I'm so sorry. And I use the rad line a couple times a week myself. So yes, a lot of us do use the rad line at night, especially when you were born in the 1960s and you need that little extra oomph. Really, really good point. Thank you for saying that. Oh, I just saw someone is 63. Wait, we're finding you. Used to have brown spots on the back of your hands. Absolutely gone now from the Korean skincare. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. So, listen, we have some incredible specials right now, especially the one with the skincare and the two new products. So please go online. We'll reach, if you need the website, reach out to the person who invited you here tonight. They will give you your website or their website, and you can go purchase the products, try the products. They have a money back guarantee. You won't be returning them. You'll be buying more. That's what happens. And check out the hair care and the skincare as well. Little plug for our body care. This is, look at how big this tube. This tube's like bigger than my head. This tube is huge. This tube will last you so long. It's 28 bucks. This is skincare in a bottle for your body. And so many other great things happening here at Riman. We love you all. We're so grateful that you were here to watch this tonight. Enjoy the products, and please, before you try them, before you ever put them on your skin, take a before picture. You don't have to share it with anyone ever, but it's great to see the changes that occur show up in the photo. So if we didn't have that photo of Hayden's acne, we would never have the after photo. And again, it's for your own eyes. Have an amazing night, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.